Hello everybody, and welcome back to another airport update of the Fresno Yosemite International Airport. We have a very special update today. It is Friday, August 18th. There was some interesting action that went on today. That's partially why we are starting over here with these gates, because as you may notice, we rarely ever use gate 6 over there. And there is a reason for that, but today there was a specific aircraft that arrived in late, which moved basically 4 aircraft over one gate. So that is why that gate is being used today. And so I guess we'll just start over here in these Alaska gates. We have 2 Alaska aircraft parked at the gates. You still have one more left to get to in the update. But over there we have the Alaska E-175. This one is operated by SkyWest towards the right of your screen in the regular livery. And this one came in from San Diego, and we'll be heading back out there. Next to that one, we have Honoring Those Who Serve on the E-175. This one is operated by Horizon, as the actual aircraft is operated by Horizon, and in real life that operates this livery. But the actual aircraft in real life that operated this flight was just in a regular livery. But this one, nonetheless, arrived in from Portland, and it'll also be on the turn, and we'll head back out to Portland. So a nice start here with this great Alaska lineup of 2 E-175s. And now continuing on here, we have the, beginning with Alaska's partner at One World, American Airlines. We have their A320 back there. This one is in on a flight from Phoenix Sky Harbor, and it will be heading back out there once again. Another turnaround for that guy. And then our next aircraft here is this Southwest Airlines 737-800 in the Heart livery. And this one on another turn today. This one in from Denver and is on the turn. So very nice looking pair right there. 2 great aircraft. And next up here we have this very special and peculiar American Eagle CRJ-700 flight. Now this is operated by SkyWest, but it doesn't seem to be in affiliation with American Eagle. I don't know if it's like some sort of repo flight or charter or whatever. But it's, first of all, its flight number is 9900. But it's not like AA99. It's Oscar, that's the SkyWest IATA code. So I'm not sure why this is here, but it came in from St. George, Utah, which is about the most random place I've ever heard of. So it came in from there, and it was supposed to head out there, and then that flight got canceled. It also didn't taxi actually by here. I just wanted to represent it because it's really weird. It taxied over to like just a maintenance hangar area. Maybe like SkyWest has a maintenance hangar here. I'm not quite sure why this is here, but it's just a very special flight. And this is not the first time this has happened either. We've had, I remember faintly, a SkyWest CRJ-700 coming in here for no particular explicable reason. I don't remember from where it came in, but it was just like weird to see it. And that was in one of the first Fresno updates, so yeah, this is just kind of a weird occurrence here, but cool to see, and it adds some spice to these airport updates. So, cool little interesting flight right here, but yeah, this one is just going to be taxiing by, heading over to the hangars. Okay, now moving along here, we have a pair of Panda models. Now, you may have noticed 2 shots ago we had a Southwest Airlines parked in gate 14, and that's normally an American Airlines gate. And we also have a Southwest aircraft parked here at gate 16, and this is the flight that was delayed. So this one came in from Las Vegas. It arrived about a little over an hour late, and that basically coincided with the Denver flight arriving. They pretty much arrived at the same time. So there was Southwest only has one gate here, so they kind of just moved over all the other airlines and or all the other flights here, and then put Southwest at gate 14 and gate 16. So here's this Southwest 737-700 with in the Heart livery with splits. And this one arrived in from Fresno, we're at Fresno. This one arrived in from Las Vegas, as I said, and we'll be heading back out there, another turnaround for that guy. And then next up, right next to that one, we have this Allegiant A319 parked here at gate 17. This one doing the same thing as the Southwest. This one arrived in from Las Vegas, and we'll be heading back out there on the turnaround. And next up here, we have our 3rd Alaska aircraft in this update, and this one is the 737-900, which is taxiing out right now for the flight out to Seattle, Washington, of course, and also arrived in from SeaTac as well. So good to see Alaska continuing strong with their 737s here. Glad to see Alaska Mainline has been going well here for a while, probably I think over a year now. As I've been doing these Fresno updates for a while, and I don't believe they always had the 737 here, but they've at least had them for this past year, pretty much all the time. I think it was for a slight amount of time downgraded to an E175, but I think it's been very consistent on mainline, and that's good to see for Alaska, doing very well here at Fresno. Always love to see it. And now we'll end with this flight, which is a new one here to Fresno. This is an added San Francisco frequency, and as you have seen in the older Fresno updates, United only flew the CRJs to San Francisco, CRJ-200 and CRJ-700, but now they have added a Friday-only A320 to San Francisco. So very interesting here. United has definitely done some extensive expansions here, adding another A319 to Chicago, and then also Denver's on mainland, of course. But also they've increased the CRJs to E175s. It looks like for most of those flights that are still going to SFO and Denver LAX that were on RJs. Some of them have been upgraded. There are still some RJs, but most of those flights have been upgraded, which is really interesting to see. And even like upgraded from the CRJ-200 to the CRJ-700 at least. So pretty much all of United's flights to Fresno have had some sort of upgrade, which is really cool to see here. And so glad to see that United is doing well. And so yeah, great to see that for United, and hopefully they continue their expansion and growth right here, as it's great to see a lot of airlines doing very well here at Fresno. And so good to see that United has continued their expansion and I guess not really expansion, but upgrades, I suppose. They haven't added any new routes, but maybe we'll get Houston at some point. I mean, I could see Houston being added, but at least they're doing great with their existing routes, and maybe Houston will be added at some point. We'll see. But yeah, that'll do it for this airport update. Thank you all for checking it out. I will see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.